All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about these Freemasonry, all right, and alchemy and all that kind of stuff. Albert Mackey, the symbolism of Freemasonry, all right. Point within a circle is another symbol of great importance in Freemasonry. But the phallus or lingam was a representation of the male principle only. To perfect the circle of generation, it is necessary to advance one step further. See what's going on here, all right? You understand. The union of the phallus and yoni, all right? So the phallus and the chalice, the phallus and the yoni, the male and the female. All deities of pagan antiquity can be reduced to two different forms of the generative principle, the active or male, the passive or female. Hence the gods were always arranged in pairs, but the ancients went further. Believing that the procreative and productive powers, the male and female powers of nature, might be conceived to exist in the same individual, they made the older of their deities hermaphrodite. They basically combined these male and female gods and goddesses into one god, the hermaphrodite, androgynous god, to denote the union of the two sexes in the same divine person. Good old Marty knows about that. This might even be George here, like who knows, right? Oh, look at that, point within the circle. Here's some point within a circle from some lodge. Minneapolis Lodge number 19. 19 is a good number. They like that number 19. There's the point within a circle right there. And it says G. It's kind of small. There's a G there. For what? For Gaia, all right, inside the triangle. Gaia. There's the square. There's the compass. Again, male, female connotations there. There's the Minneapolis Valley Scottish Rite Temple. This used to be a church, a Methodist church, and then the Masons took it over, turned it into a Masonic temple. It's the Double Eagle webpage. Why is that? The Double Eagle Committee. There's a 32nd degree, two-headed eagle. Right now, I've shown the rebus. Right, I've shown that. That's what it is. Basically, it's the male and the female. It's the rebus. Corona, right there's Corona. To lose it all and rise up again, all right, like the phoenix, is the sign of a Mason. Now, where did President Trump go on her first trip after the pandemic? He or she went to Phoenix. And where did Smashing Pumpkins begin their reunion tour in 2018? Phoenix, all right? Order from chaos. The male and female, the winged entity, the horns, the light. That's the Baphomet, all right? This is from a Masonic website right here. And the cross, breasts, right? Breasts. Dissolve and coagulate, all right? That's order out of chaos. Right now they're dissolving the world, and it's going to coagulate soon. The crown, the Kether, the Antichrist, the Messiah of Judaism and Kabbalah and Freemasonry. And the eagle symbolism. Sometimes there's only one head, but it represents the same thing. It would kind of freak people out. Russia has the two heads, and some countries do use the two-headed thing. Any type of winged bird-like figure is it's the phoenix, but it's really the pagan gods. Satan and the other rebellious entities, the principalities and powers, do control all the governments in the world, actually. All right, that's what they're telling you right here. Then they have their human agents like the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and the Trumps and the Bushes and all these people, right? And this is on your U.S. passport, right? I have a U.S. passport. It looks just like this is on my U.S. passport. If you go to any other country, you're seeing the same exact thing, all right? What's the difference? There's no difference at all. There's the Albert Mackey book. Again, the two-headed androgyne, the crown, all that stuff. There it is again. Yeah, that's kind of the goal right here, right here. We're going to see more of this, all right? It also believed by many that the symbol of the double-headed eagle and its meaning evolved from the symbol of the two-faced Janus. Janus was a god of beginning and transitions. In fact, Trump said, right, the third quarter he actually named the third quarter of this year as a transition to greatness. That's what he said. It's a transition to greatness. All right, so we're in a transition to greatness. The rebus is two things, and these two things are one thing, which is called elixir. Know that the secret of the work consists in male and female, in active and passive principle. The dual-natured rebus was usually depicted as a two-headed royal figure, also often as a double-headed eagle. All right, it says it right there. Double-headed eagle equated with the alchemical stone of the philosophers. Male, female, Mercury, the androgyne, double-headed eagle. Mysterium, magnum, studium, universale. The aim of the alchemists, wrote Joseph Campbell, was to achieve not a terminal perfection, but a process ever continuing, which their stone, the philosopher's stone, should become at once the model and the catalyst, a process whereby and wherein all pairs of opposites, eternity and time, heaven and hell, male and female, youth and age, should be brought together by something midway between perfected and unperfected bodies. The double-headed eagle, the alchemical rebus or stone of the philosophers, symbolizes this process, the magnum opus or great work of spiritual regeneration. Through its unification of opposites and association with alchemical fire, the path of regeneration and ascent up the tree of life is indicated. Yeah, here's Joseph Campbell, a hero with 1,000 faces. In fact, I think I read this book when I was in college. Hey, look, it's Mr. Statue of Liberty. Now, I should read this again because there's a very deep, serious significance to wearing a mask. The masks of God, right? Primitive mythology. They're making us participate in their pagan rituals, basically, at the very least, right? Here's a CNN webpage. New World Order may see U.S. lose out. Donald Trump's chaotic strategy, a strategy of chaos. And the purple people eater, right? Unicorn with one eye. The third eye, there's Prince, right? One eye, the third eye. I mean, come on. And there's the old unicorn, right?